I like this class because we are asking so many questions, which is good. That's when we will learn together, inshallah. Okay. Right. So we go to the edit menu, very similar to the home menu of Excel. Do, undo, all these things we are used to cut, copy, paste, paste special, find and replace, you know, all that. So that's the edit menu. Most of the things that are on the edit menu here are on the home menu of Excel. So we go to the view menu also, as you can, so you can freeze, just like the split function on Excel, so if you want to, let's say if you have a heading, you want to maintain up, as you walk along, you can just freeze by rows or columns, like that, okay? So if you want your view, to show, at the moment, the view is with grid lines. These are grid lines, yeah? These boxes, these lines are called grid lines. So if you want to change that view, you can just click on this grid line and then now look at it. Where are the grid lines? They are all gone, okay? So this makes it beautiful. I usually do this when I'm done with my work. I've got my borders there already, then I'll just deactivate the grid lines and it looks beautiful. Okay? Can you see?
It's 16 hours.
Can you see?
Sorry, sir. Can you do that again? I missed the point.
You missed it. Okay. So what you do is, we are on the view menu, isn't it? Before the sheet looks like this, yeah? Yeah? The sheet looks like this, yeah? Hello?
Yes. I'm getting you.
Yes, we are getting you.
Yes. So what we're saying is, these boxes here are called grid lines. So by default, all Excel frames come with their grid lines. But if you want to deactivate the grid lines, simple, you go to your view menu, and then, because look at the grid lines, it's already ticked. So once you highlight it, the tick will go off, and then the grid lines will also go off. Can you see now?
I understand. Thank you. Yeah, I get you.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, good. Right. So, so we still on the view menu. Yes.
Yes, on the Excel also, there's something like where they have a cross, like a table. When you have the how do we call it here? All boulders.
All what?
All boulders, like the boulders. There are the thick ones. Also, that one, when there's another one, there's no boulders.
Okay.
The border, page border.
Oh,
yeah.
you wanted to say borders. Okay, you say borders. Okay, border. Yeah. That's
is it
right.
possible as the one that you are just listing, or is it different?
No, border is different. Look at it. This is border. For example, if I want borders here, I can just highlight anywhere, then I put borders. Okay, like here, these are borders. So borders are different from grid lines. So you can deactivate your grid lines and then put borders. Can you see?
Thank you.
So these are borders.
Yes.
And then this can be in different forms. You can make tick borders, you could make dot borders, you could make borders with double lines, and so on and so forth. Is that clear?
Yes. Is this possible in Excel?
Very possible, yes. You can do borders in Excel as well. You could deactivate grid lines also in Excel. Yes, it's possible. It's possible with Excel as well. It's possible with Excel as well, yeah?
Yeah, it's possible. In Excel, the same thing. If you go to view, then you will have the
exactly. Even with Excel, with view menu, yes. Yes?
Can you please get back to how you deactivated the green line? I don't understand it.
I deactivated. Okay, I'll go back to it. Right. So this is a normal sheet, as you can see, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so how to deactivate the grid? Simple. Go to the view menu and then click on grid lines. They will go off.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Simple, yeah. Okay, so
Thank
still
you.
that same. Let me just take the grid lines back. Let's say this same. How to call it? Same menu, view menu. You know, if you do a formula, let me just do one thing. I just say name of staff. Just one few lines, name of staff. Then I'll say salary. Okay, so it's going to be, let's say, staff A. I'm not going to type anything just for the sake of time. Staff A, B, C, staff A, B, and C, for example. Let's say the salaries are 1,200, 3,000, 2,300, like that. Okay, let's say we want to find total salary. To find total salary, what are we going to do? We're going to do a formula here that will calculate the total, isn't it? A formula, isn't it? That will calculate the total salary. Okay? So what will that formula be? Can someone help me with a formula that can be that I can put here to calculate the total salary?
Just equal.
Equal to sum.
Yeah,
Equal to sum.
We can press equals and we type SU. Once we type SU, the sum will display. So we see the sum. We'll come to formula. Don't worry, I just want to show you how the formula bar works.
C5.
Okay, so you can either type C5. Okay, so I type C5, comma, do I put comma?
No, not comma.
Hold on.
You put C5
C5 to C7.
C7.
And then
And you close the
I
bracket.
close the bracket, then I enter. Okay,
Yes.
so now look at this. It gave me a total of 6,500. But this 6,500, what's the input type? Is it number input or formula input? It is formula input. If you want to know what is number input or formula, if you click on it and then you look at the formula bar, this is what we call formula bar, this area. Okay? If there are no formulas, if you click on any of the cells, it will show you the content of the cell. But if there is any formula, okay, once you click on the cell with a formula, it will display formula in the formula bar. But then on the face of this, you will not see the formula, but instead you will see the product of the formula. Is that clear? So if you want to see the formula on the worksheet, you can go to the view menu and then say show formulas, and then formula will be shown. Take note of this. This is very, very important. If I give you assignment at any point in time that involves calculation, you must use formula. And very easy. This is the easiest way that I know that you have used formula or not. I just go to your worksheet. I just say show formulas. So if there are any formulas anywhere, it's going to show all the formulas. So that's where I will catch you. Some people will think, okay, I want to use formula, but yet Mr. Formula will not know about it. No, that's not the case. I'll easily know.
Hello, okay. Mr. Fafada?
Yes.
By also double clicking on the product, it will show formula, but it will show formula for where only the green light is, where the cell you have.
Yes. So what you are saying is like when you double click yes, it will show you the formula, but if you double click, it will take you to edit mode. Okay, so if you double click on a formula, it takes you to edit mode, meaning at this juncture you can edit the formula. Okay, alternatively, if you press F2 on your keyboard, it will give you the same thing. You either double click or you press F2. F2 also takes you to edit mode of a formula. Is that clear?
Yes. Can you repeat back to show the formula? You say you go to where? Please,
You know,
sorry.
we double clicked. We double click on the cell that has the formula. If you double click, it shows you this. So
Yes,
that's one way of doing it.
Yes,
Another way of doing it is when you click on it, you press the function key F2.
Yes.
Okay. If you press the function key F2, if you press the function key F2, it displays the formula in edit mode, just like you can see here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
Yes, I'm the first one that you saw us without showing the edit mode.
Oh yeah, you go to view menu,
okay,
and you say show formulas, and you say show formulas. Then the formula will be shown.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, but then be careful. This is only possible when your formula bar is featured. But to deactivate your formula bar, you click here. Okay, if you deactivate your formula bar, even if you click, nothing happens because the formula bar is not there to show you anything. Can you see? The formula bar has been deactivated. How do you deactivate it? You go to the view menu and you click on formula bar so that the tick will disappear. Okay, so by default, formula bars will be shown so that when you click on the formula, it will be displayed here. So this area, look at it, this area from here all the way down is what we call formula bar. See? And it's usually prefixed with FX. FX means function formula. Okay? So, right. If you want to show your formulas, your formula bar must be displayed. That is, if you want to ensure that your calculations are done using a formula, your formula bar needs to be activated. And by default, all formula bars are activated. But if you want to deactivate it, you can come to your view menu and come here and select formula bar. And then in that case, formula bar will disappear. Can you see any formula bar here? It's gone. So even if you click anywhere with the formula, nothing will appear because the placeholder has gone. Okay? Right. Shall we move?
Yes.
Good. Right. So I'm going to go back and activate my formula bar. And I'm going to go back and I will not show my formulas. Good. So I think we can move. We can move now. Now we're going to our next menu, which is insert menu. Okay, insert menu also simply is very similar to that of Excel.
Sorry. No.
Yes, sir.
Even if the formula bar disappears, you can. It is possible you can still format it by using this icon, the other one on the format here, on top of the formula bar. Normally, the icons you used to have on top at the right side, and if you click on the functions there.
Here.
I don't know whether you
here
understanding me. No, go.
Here.
No, on top of the formula bar.
On top of the formula bar.
Yes, the icons you used to have.
This is the formula bar.
Yes, on top.
Yes, these are the icons here.
Yes, this icon, go up to the last one.
On the left or on the right?
On the right, you are going. Yes, these other functions. You can still use that for formula over.
No, these ones here, these are functions that are available. These are the various functions or the various how to call it formulas that are available. Okay, for example,
so you cannot use this one. For example, yes, the sum, then to format it your total to have it.
Yes, you can use the sum, you can use the average, you can use each of them. But what I'm trying to say is, if you want your formula to display here, the formula bar needs to be activated.
Okay, I
understand. But that doesn't mean you cannot use these other functions here. There are so many of them. And even on Excel, you have them on the various categories, so many of them. Okay, and they're very powerful.
Hello, Mr. Conte.
Fofana.
Mr. Fofana, sorry. So how can you activate the formula bar? So for me, the formula bar is not activated.
Are you using a laptop?
Yes.
Okay, go to view menu. If you go to view menu, by default, the formula bar should be ticked. If it is ticked, then that means your formula bar is activated. If you want to deactivate it, you can untick it. How do you untick it? You untick it by highlighting it again. Okay, and selecting it. Now my formula bar is gone. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear now. It's clear now. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Good. So, right, let's move. So we're going to insert menu. Everybody, please, if you have any questions, ask me. I think this class is very, very important. It's very, very important. It's going to give you a good background for whatever we're going to do. So it's really important that you understand everything that we're doing here so that you can be able to understand the calculations we're going to do when we start the course proper. Okay? Okay, so we go to our, shall we move, please, everyone? Shall we?
Yes.
Okay, right. So we go to the insert menu. So the insert, like wherever you are, let's say I'm here. I want to insert, you know, a row above or a row below. You know, once I click, it's going to insert, as you can see. So that's one way of using insert menu. You can insert a chart. You can insert an image. Okay, image. That's for example, if you have a photo saved under your, you know, your one of your folders, you can insert it here. You could insert tools for drawings. You could insert a form. You know, you could insert functions. Okay, all these functions or all these formulas. You could insert a link. This will be a hyperlink to move from one place to the other. Please, you will not be able to know all this now. So, a spreadsheet is an ozone, to be honest. It's just vast. It's just huge. And there is no one in this worldwide world that will tell you, I know everything about, you know, either Google Sheet or Microsoft Excel. No, you only know the areas that concern you because it's designed in such a way that it's used for all the professionals in the world. Doctors can use it, engineers can use it, accountants can use it, you know, aquarists can use it, anyone can use it for that matter, okay? And then the formulas are designed, you know, in the same way. There are some formulas that are for engineers, there are some formulas that are for finance people, there are some formulas that are for doctors, and so on and so on, okay? So we'll have to go through some of this, and when we are doing some calculation, we'll come back to some of them. But for some of them, you will not come across them here, maybe unless you attend, how to call it, a tailor-made, special tailor-made training that are usually organized for departments and for organizations and so on and so forth. Sorry, I'm not trying to market, but I'm just trying to say that here. Okay, right. So that's the insert box, and then you could do the checkbox. The checkbox is always very beautiful. You could do like if you want to confirm, like if you're going to do some check-in to ensure that it's reconciled, especially if you want to do reconciliation, you know, to be precise, you can do and insert a checkbox. You know, it's beautiful, and like after doing your reconciliation, you can come. Is the 3,000 and then you tick it? Is this that you tick it? You know, like that. And all these things could be linked with formulas, you know, that works magnificently well. Okay, so you can use the insert checkbox function, you know, like that. Okay, is that clear? Then you could insert a comment. You know, you could insert a note, you could insert a new worksheet. Okay. A comment, if you want a comment, for example, you could just come here and say insert a comment, and you could type your comment. And if it is a file that is shared with a lot of people, let's say this file is shared with Ibrahima, with Mr. Koka, with Kinte, and so on and so forth. And I want to direct my question specifically to say, Mr. Kinte, I'll just type my, you know, whatever I wanted to say, I can type it here, and then I'll direct it to Mr. Kinte. Then that message will be sent directly to Mr. Kinte's email. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we'll come to see how some of this works once we are into real practice, right? Okay, are we good to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Please, hello?
Yes?
How do you sort the boxes, these boxes, please?
How do you? Okay, easy. I just do it again. Easy. Right. So you just highlight where you want the checkboxes to be, actually. So I want to highlight them against the numbers. So I just highlight here, and then I go to insert, then checkbox. Then checkboxes will be there. So you can tick them and untick them. So they could be connected to a formula. You could do it in such a way that if you tick one, like let's say you clear this one, once you tick it, the whole row is going to, there will be a line that will be drawn on it, meaning that it has been cleared, you know, and so on and so forth. So all that is possible. But, you know, we cannot be able to learn everything here in the classroom. This is very, very big and vast, okay? So, but we'll try to do as much as we can, inshallah, all right? Okay, so we go to, you know, this is about the insert. I think I went through with you the most important functions of the insert menu, okay? So we go to the format. The format menu is very, very important, and it works very similar to the home menu of Excel. Okay, the home menu. So it has got a lot of features. So you, like here, you could do your bolding, number in italic, underline, strike through, the font size, the alignment. If you want to wrap a text, you know, like that. So if you want to do number formatting, you come here and then you can do various ways of number formatting here, including dates, and including custom number formatting. We'll do some of this later on, okay? So that's the format menu for you. So like I said, most of the features that are here, you will find them under the home menu of Excel spreadsheet, okay? Right.
Mr. Fofana?
Yes, sir.
I think there's other formatting also, like when you click on the figure, you right click it, you will see the formatting also.
Excellent.
Like currency and text or whatsoever.
Good. So when you come here, you right click, then you will see some other features here. Okay? So
you can use also that one also.
You can use that one also. It works the same way. Yes. So these are just shortcuts to make life easy for us. Okay? Right. So then we'll go to our data menu. Okay, we go to our data menu. If you want to sort your data, if you want to filter your data, if you want to slice and dice your data, if you want to do data validation. Has anyone ever used data validation features on Excel? Data validation? Have you ever used data validation features in Excel? You are not advanced users of Excel? Who are those working and uses Excel a lot?
I don't use data.
We use it, but this feature.
We use Excel, but not all these functions. It's like we are new to this Google function, some of these ones.
No, these are, some of them are the same as Excel, actually. Yeah, data validation. Data validation actually is very, very important, but not a lot of people know, in fact, it exists. It's so important, especially if you want to design templates. Okay? It's useful because it allows users to enter data in a way the boss or the manager wants it to be done. And with data validation features, you can be able to control what goes into your database and what doesn't go there and how it goes there. With data validation feature, you can minimize data entry error very much. For example, let's say we design a template whereby our junior is going to enter salary for staff for this. Let's say our staff, the minimum salary is, let's say, 1,200, and the maximum salary is 3,000. We could do this, we could validate this in such a way that users can only enter salary figures between 1,200 and 3,000. Nothing less than 1,200 and nothing more than 3,000. So the only way you can be able to do that is by validating your data. Okay, and let's say we want to populate data that has got telephone numbers. In the Gambia, telephone numbers are 7-digit. We could validate our the area that's going to hold the telephone numbers in such a way that only inputters can enter 7-digit. Nothing less, nothing more, like that. So that's what you call data validation. Very, very useful, but how many people know how to use it? What about pivot tables? Has anyone ever used pivot tables here before? Or let me say, has anyone ever heard of the term pivot table? Anyone?
I don't think so.
Karamo, have you ever heard of that? Because you are working, and Suleiman is also working. What about the one who works at AfriCell? Ibrahim M. Trawale, do you work at AfriCell head office or?
Yes, head office.
At the finance department?
Yes, accounts. Yeah.
Accounts department. Have you ever used pivot tables before?
No, but my colleagues do use it.
Your colleagues. Find out from them. It's diamond. It's a diamond, okay? And there is someone who works at Gamcell, Mr. Jane.
Yes.
Mr. Jane, I usually do a lot of work with your guys. I put them on trains on spreadsheet many times. You know, especially Gamcell. So Gamcell,
I do hear about you a lot.
Oh, did you? Okay. I hope they're good things about me. That's good. Yeah, your guys, your finance department guys, I think all of them I know them very well and stuff. Yeah. So you've never used pivot table before? No. What about the banker, Maker Bank, Mr. Ba, Amadou? Amadou, you've never used pivot table before. Okay. Pivot table, of course, it's very, in fact, if not the most powerful tool you can find in spreadsheet. Not only, well, spreadsheet, if you talk about spreadsheet, you're talking about both Google Sheet and how to call it, Excel. Pivot tables are very powerful. They're used for data analysis. Okay. It can slice and dice your data in any way you want. Okay, it's very good for reporting. You could use it to query charts from your data. You could use it to summarize your data in percentages and in numbers. It's very powerful. We'll try to do some session on pivot table. Actually, if you people actually, you know, me, I have a couple of markings to do, but after that, I'll have all the time in the world. If you people want, you know, I mean, I can just sacrifice. I mean, I don't mind, just to help you. We could be conducting some extra classes. Okay, we could be conducting some extra classes.
It's going to be helpful. We're going to be ready for that.
Bring in things that are in your syllabus just to help you. Because, to be honest, I am part of the executive of JICA. Our aim is to improve on the profession of accountancy in this country. Okay? We don't only want people to go to universities or to colleges to learn their degrees or their ACCS or whatever, but we want people to deliver. And the only way you'll be able to deliver is by knowing your tools. As accountants, we work with tools just like any profession. Okay? A doctor cannot operate without a blood pressure machine. Okay? A doctor cannot operate without, they call it what, a stethoscope or whatever you call it for, you know, and so on and so forth. So we cannot operate also without our tools. And one of the most important tools we use as professional accountants is spreadsheet. So you must be able to understand spreadsheet, and then life will become very, very easy for you. Okay? We're currently conducting an external audit with DT. Right? They're finding it a lot easier with us, because whatever they request, we will click a button and it's there for them, because we have a proper system in place. And that proper system, no software developer can give you an all-in-one. You must be able to use spreadsheet to do a lot of other things. Okay? So it's really important that we know how to use our spreadsheet. Okay? So we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Any questions or contributions you want to make before we